comments, whether positive or negative. Much love, much respect to everybody out there. You know what I mean? This here is live conversation number 145. Live conversation number 145, man. We're here to talk about, the documentary that's coming out tomorrow with Pastor Gino Jennings, First Church, Truth of God. It's airing tomorrow on the tug.tv. Lord willing, I still haven't made my decision where I want it broadcast at, but y'all know my disclaimer, I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement at all. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. You understand? Yeah, so the documentary, once again, that's what we're going to talk about, what have you. I'm thinking about, first and foremost, service was wonderful today. You know what I mean? He talked about, the situation, no man have seen God and whatnot. He also talked about, flesh and bone, a lot of stuff that we, have conversations about, and what have you. You understand? So shout out to Gino, man, for sure. You know what I mean? Always teaching and preaching the good word and whatnot. You understand? Shout out to everybody out there. Those who's going to catch this live now, those who are going to catch it when it uploads to YouTube, and those, of course, who catch it in the middle, for sure, be here to talk about the documentary that's going to come out tomorrow. So I'm thinking about either I was going to broadcast it on here, but it's like if I broadcast it on my first channel, I could keep it up. You know what I mean? Versus if I put it on here, I would have to take it down and then upload it on that channel. So I'm thinking about just, having it on the first channel and keeping it up there for sure. What's up to everybody in the room and whatnot. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. What's up to Courtney M? You say you're so excited. What's up to Georgina Fleming? Shout out to you. One of my channel moderators. What's up to Brother Jonah? Another one of my channel moderators. Appreciate your work. You know what I mean? All y'all do on this channel, in the other YouTube channel. What's up to Michelle B? Hope all is well with you. He says, can't wait for tomorrow. Absolutely. So the documentary starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. The main channel is the tug.tv, but I know a lot of people is used to YouTube. So if you tell somebody, listen, it's going to be on the tug.tv, a lot of people are not computer savvy, you know what I mean, which is understandable. So we're going to try our best to try to broadcast it on our YouTube channel and whatnot. So whereas though the people who are YouTube savvy, you know what I mean, can check it out. It's going to be a beautiful thing, you know what I mean. Maybe I broadcast it on my first channel and then have like a behind the scenes on my second. I'm thinking, you know what I mean, whatever idea come to my head and whatnot. What's up to Gino P? You said, so part 1 is 6 hours or the whole documentary is 6 hours? I believe the whole documentary is 7 hours. I think it's 7, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So that's why they broke it down. So we'll see tomorrow at around 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? Hopefully, blessingly, I get off work early. Hopefully in a long day, I think the next part, is it on that Tuesday? I think so. Blessedly, I'm off work, you know what I mean? And that starts at 1 p.m. So that's a blessing to be off that day, Tuesday, and what have you. Just to see the history of First Church is a wonderful thing. And, Elder Dan Thompson, even he's been recording since the beginning times and whatnot. Great person to do the narrating, great person in general. You know what I mean? I met Dan a few times, met Steve, met Script, you know what I mean? Always meeting Gino all the time and whatnot. And it's a beautiful thing to be a part of this. You understand that? Never thought I would ever be a part of, something that's going to be beneficial to somebody's spirit, somebody's soul, and helping the people out all across the world and whatnot. You're talking about an arrogant person. You're talking about a person who just cared about himself years ago. You're talking about a person who just wanted to be the world champ and, be all in the newspapers and whatnot. But when you hear a message like the truth, it knocks you back straight. You understand that? Definitely knocked me straight, for sure. Now we out here trying to knock people out with the truth, and what have you. So it's a beautiful thing to see how they started from the basement until now. They kept all the old footage from the time he was young. You understand that? Unseen footage. You know, I'm surprised I didn't get my hands on that. Because I was searching YouTube for any and every classic throwback I could find. Even some of the saints from the basement sending me stuff. You know what I mean? So Dana, man, he must have had that in his gold chest where nobody could touch it. You understand that? Because I would have put it up. But it's a blessed thing that, that they put that together with Ron Skoleski and whatnot, for sure. That we can see the history of, First Church of our Lord Jesus Christ. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of haters and whatnot, and why they made that documentary and all this other foolish stuff. But I could sit down and watch that all day long. You understand that all day long, and there's gonna be a lot of haters, a lot upset. Listen, the haters gonna watch it. You hear me? The haters talk about the message and the truth of God, but yet, guess what they're gonna do tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, whatever you at. They're gonna sit back and they're gonna watch it themselves. They're gonna get their popcorn ready. They're gonna get their juju beads. You understand? They're gonna get their Snicker bar and their nachos and kick back and watch it just how we gonna be watching it. That's what they're gonna do. You understand that? And after everything is said and done, what they're gonna do? Make a hateful video. You understand? What's up to E Brown? You says, God bless you, bro. Greetings to all on this chat and all the mods. Hope all is well. He says, yes, I'm looking forward to the documentary tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Gino P said today's message covered a lot of stuff we discussed. Absolutely. As Gino mentioned, he said he watch it sometimes from time to time. And somebody said that's how he keeps sharp. You know what I mean? And it reminded me of Floyd Mayweather. How Floyd, and I'm not saying a lot of them guys are elites as far as that have discussions. But one thing Floyd Mayweather does is he spars like the top amateurs and whatnot, or the top prospects to stay sharp. You know what I mean? One thing a person has, is recommended to do, or if they want to stay sharp, you know what I mean, is, take a listen, or get in the ring, or just study somebody, in general. You know what I mean? So that's a good way also of keeping sharp. You know what I mean? Know what's going on, and what have you. There's some sharp guys on the debate circuit as far as like craftiness. I'm not saying they know as far as like biblically, but some people are craftiness as far as like turning a lie to make it seem like it sound like the truth. You know what I mean? And some people are weak in that area, whereas though they might know the truth, but they will come off as if it's not true because they don't know how to break down the scriptures in a proper perspective. That's why it's a great thing that we have apostle. You understand, to clean the things up, and what have you, and whatnot. You know what I mean? So he, that's good that he check it out from time to time. As he mentioned, I'm glad we turned into it like a conversation type of thing, not a debate, and what have you. You understand? All right. What's up, the Ever Faithful podcast? Shout out to you. What's up, to Latanya? Shout out to you, Christopher Span. Another one of my channel moderators. Appreciate your work that you do here on YouTube and on Facebook. It's a blessing. All right. Gino P says, Bert and Ernie Murray upset. Absolutely. They're going to talk about it in a negative manner. You know what I mean? He says, what time tomorrow? 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully I can make the thumbnail tonight, and I can put it in the schedule on the first channel. That's what I'm leaning towards now. I know I said I was going to put it out on this channel, but for copyright purposes, for reuse content purposes with YouTube, I'm going to my first channel. You understand? We're going to do it the smart way, because I know how YouTube is. I even wanted to put my interview up when I did with First Church, but being that it's on other channels and stuff like that, it could be classified as reused content and whatnot. Even though I'm on it, you understand? All right. He says, will what Schizophrenic says, will the full documentary be all in one day, meaning all 8 hours, or will it be broken down in segments? Well, I believe it's going to be broken down. I believe. You understand? But if it's 8 hours long tomorrow, if it's 8 hours long tomorrow, that means it's going to end at what time? About 2 in the morning? I think it's probably going to be broken down, honestly. You know what I mean? For time's sake, and, people got to get up for work and stuff like that. I think it's probably going to be a couple hours, 2.5 hours, maybe tomorrow, and whatnot. You understand? All right. Ever Faithful says the hoodie is tough. Appreciate that for sure. At Ever Faithful, he says, "Peace be unto you, be unto all of you at Latanya." What's up, the brother Tyree? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you, Mr. Ham. God bless you too. He says, "Is the documentary going to be shown on Tuesday too?" I believe so. Let me go back and I'm going to double check because I got to get it right myself and whatnot, just to be clear, that it is Tuesday for sure. You know what I mean? So tomorrow, 6 p.m., correct, Eastern Standard Time. And I believe it is Tuesday. Let me just double check. Let me just go through this right fast, right quick. And then we can confirm it because I'm on First Church, Truth of God broadcast YouTube channel right now. And I'm just going to go through it. Let me see. I hope they didn't edit it out and whatnot. So I'm just trying to find this part where as though they mention it and what have you. Hopefully we could find it. But I'm hoping for Tuesday. Definitely hoping for Tuesday for sure. I think also the third one is on the 12th. Can't see it really. All right. You says Monday and Tuesday. I think Tuesday is like 1 p.m., right? That's what I think. I think it's at 1 p.m. Tuesday. So I know a lot of people are going to be at work, Eastern Standard Time, and whatnot. But I'm still definitely looking forward to watching it and what have you. Okay, Write the Vision. The early history of the ministry of Pastor Gino. So, August 5th, not Tuesday. All right? August 5th, right? August 5th, 6 p.m. August 5th. August 8th. Man, I thought it was Tuesday, man. Wow. August 8th. August 8th is a Thursday. Man, I hope I get off early. And then we got August 12th. August 12th is a Monday. So August 5th, August 8th, and August 12th. The early history of the ministry of Apostle Gino Nick Jennings. All right? So tomorrow's, I believe, is the first part. All right? You put the 11th. Oh, okay, you said 12. You correct yourself. All right? What's up to Mr. Ham? Shout out to you. Michelle B said that he is going to dissect the video and find all kinds of things wrong with it. Yeah, that's what a lot of them do. You know what I mean? They like to nitpick and stuff like that instead of really, watching it as far as like being sincere and really like, wow, man, they really have grown, in a sense of helping the souls of the people out. What's up to Jacqueline Fortier? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Appreciate that. At Jacqueline. What's up, the Lady of Faith? She says, greetings, Tony, and all on the chat. Peace, peace, for sure. Peace, peace unto you. You know what I mean? And Gino has had a heavy impact on the people across the world and whatnot. You know what I mean? I only been with the Truth of God, honestly, I'd say 8 years. You understand that? 8 years, eight years as far as like, um, being baptized and stuff like that, and really on a journey with the truth of God and whatnot. You know what I mean? And just imagine the times that they started in a basement. Just imagine the times, he was young coming up. I believe he was preaching back then, or speaking, or whatever the case may be. Just imagine if they got that footage. You understand that? How interesting that would be. You know what I mean? And of course, a lot of haters is out there is gonna be jealous and upset. They're gonna think we worship. Oh, they watching that doc. They had a documentary out about them. You know what I mean? Of course. You know what I mean? To look at the history of the church in general. You know what I mean? All right, what's up to DJ Grant? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. What's up to Bless? David B. Gino P says, what time will part 2 air? Well, on here, August the 8th, 2024, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the TOG.TV. You know what I mean? All right. Mr. Ham says they really can't stand the people that follow the truth of God. I agree with that. Especially Bert and Ernie out there in Canada. I'm surprised they're still living, honestly. You know what I mean? But of course, we got to pray and hope for the best, for a person's soul and whatnot. Still got to love them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't even pay them no mind. A while back, I clicked the button that says don't recommend, this video or this channel with those fellas. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't care what they're talking about. You know what I mean? I know they come on here and, they watch the channel. They got agents that come here to watch it and to bring back information to Mr. what is his name? McGregor and whatnot. Because all he do as a false apostle is make personal attacks against people over the internet. I've never seen a person call himself apostle do that. You understand that? Just make personal attacks against mostly everybody, the YouTubers and stuff like that. Everybody. You understand that? What souls is he helping out besides, his filthy people in his congregation? All of them filthy. All of them. And Mr. McGregor, tell your congregation, Tony Harvin said everybody in there is filthy. You understand? All of them. All of them. He gonna take the clip out. He gonna make a 3-hour, 4-hour video about this. You understand that? Talk about the YouTubers, the members in the church. You understand that? And guess what happened? It still didn't do anything. You know what I mean? It still haven't done anything. These fellas been trying for years. You know what I mean? The Peter Coxes, the Elsie Mathis, the Kendrick Murrays. You know what I mean? Who else? So many of them out there. They've been trying for years. Spreading false rumors. You understand? Spreading false rumors. Making personal attack videos on people's family members. And guess what? What it done? Nothing. You understand that? Nothing. It's going to burn them up badly. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the YouTubers out there putting out the truth of God and whatnot. You understand that? Stay focused. Don't let none of this stuff that these folks put up in a negative manner, don't let it throw you off course. You know what I mean? Listen, throw them a bone, a poison bone. You understand that? Throw that to them dumb dogs out there. You understand that? All of them. I know they be watching. Dumb dogs. You know what I mean? All right? He says, poor Shane looking for attention. Shane. Who's that? Who's Shane? What's up to Dwayne? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Oh, okay. I see the person. He says, let me look at his YouTube channel. I'm going to go check his channel out right now. Go to channel. Oh, he's a dweeb. This guy's a dweeb. We don't pay no mind to folks like that. You know what I mean? This guy, he subscribed to a CKU Tarot. Wow. Drunken Migos. Typical gamer. Everyday astronaut. Goose Wayne. Bliss Cigar. Oh, this guy's a dork. You know what I mean? There's always these dorks out here that say stuff like that, man. You understand? There's always these dorks. I mean, look at this guy. Let me see if I could put the screen up right quick. This guy right here, man. Let me see if I could dim this down. Look at this guy. Look at Shane. Look at this guy. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all need to stop it, man. Y'all need to stop it, man. For real. We out here trying to, have a peaceful conversation. And whatnot. Oh man, these guys are clowns. For real. Where we at before we got off course? Okay, Gino P says, is there a way you could upload in on your channel for the rewind? Well, here's the thing. The same way when we broadcast the lives, it's going to automatically upload. You know what I mean? That's why I said I want to put it on the first channel, not this channel. Because if I put it on this channel, I'm going to remove it and upload it to the first channel. So it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense for me to just live stream it on the first channel so it can stay there. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to Craig Giselle? Shout out to you. Jonah says Super Apostle McGregor has been quiet. Their face is a hit dog will holler. Absolutely. Jacqueline says, I've been in the Truth of God for 2 years and loving every minute of it. I love the word of the Most High Lord Jesus Christ Almighty. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all funny. Mr. Ham says, Tony, last night Peter Cox almost made me fall back to the old me on TNT channel. That's why I say God is good, because I didn't. Personally, I don't pay Peter Cox no mind. Because like I said, he's a grown man. He's closing in on the age of 60, and he's acting like that and whatnot. And it's a sad thing that he acts like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I only been with the Truth of God for 8 years. You got to understand, that man been in holiness for about 20 or 30 years probably. You know what I mean? He acting like that. You understand now? Blessedly, I've matured. Because when I first saw Peter comment, when I first put it out, the Truth of God on my channel, and I ain't want to have no discussions about no scriptures. You know what I mean? I want to discuss other things. I want to discuss other things. So, folks like him got to be careful. Be careful. Like, relax, man. It ain't that serious. That's why he's not banned, but I don't see the purpose of, putting him on the channel anymore. For what? If he's just gonna cause disruption and whatnot. You know what I mean? For a man who think he know everything, and what have you. I just don't want to be bothered with somebody who's annoying, like that. But he's not banned as somebody, I think somebody mentioned that yesterday. He's not banned, but I don't see no purpose of allowing him to come on anymore. You know what I mean? Especially if your channel is growing, and you might have, companies seeing this and stuff like that, and they may want to, okay, let's put it on TV. You know what I mean? He got a good idea, we might want to put these biblical conversations on TV one day. You understand that? You never know. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna let nobody like him mess up what we see in the future. You know what I mean? We got a lot of goals. We got a lot of ideas. This is just the beginning on this channel. We got a lot of goals for this channel, a lot of ideas. I ain't tell nobody. You understand? I'm keeping everything to myself. You understand? For the time being. But we hope and pray for the best for Mr. Peter Cox, that he humble himself, that he really come to a realization that, you know what I mean, everything doesn't have to be or put in the perspective of a debate mode all the time. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to D Carlos? Shout out to you. Lady of Faith says, them folks need prayer for their lying spirit because of their anger at the truth. What's up to 151? Respect from Liverpool, United Kingdom. He says, may God bless you and all your family. Appreciate that. DJ Grant says, on TNT News the other night, he was calm and respectful. Then the next day, right back to acting unruly. I don't know what's up with him. What is he, like bipolar or something? I don't know if Peter Cox is bipolar or what. You know what I mean? That's crazy. What's up to Zuzu? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. He says, unruly. Yo, somebody said, unruly one day and the next sending money. He said, that's how, the first, let me read the first one. He said, that's how Wayne acts too. He says, unruly one day and the next sending money. He says, Peter Cox got an obsession with the TOG. Oh, yeah. Like I said, he's carrying the wand from E.W. Tooks. You know what I mean? E.W. Tooks wanted to have a discussion or debate with Gino in the past. I've heard an old message from E.W. Tooks before. He didn't mention Gino's name, but, he mentioned, where it was at when it was on Frankfurt. And E.W. Tooks passed away. Now Peter think he's the one to take the wand and to run and try to have a biblical discussion and whatnot. You know what I mean? All right, what's up to the truth of the word of God, Peter and Paul? What's up to C. Linda? Shout out to you. What's up to Sister Davis? Jonah says the brothers baptized. You said the brothers baptized in the church building. What you mean? As far as like Peter Cox? To my understanding, he doesn't have a preacher or a minister at all in that sanctuary. You know what I mean? It's kind of like weird to go to a church where you have no preacher. You understand that? That is crazy. So who's preaching? Are they putting on old tapes of E.W. Tooks? A church with no preacher. Listen, E.W. Tooks been unalived for some years now. You still haven't found a preacher? You know what I mean? It's a funny thing that he comes on social media acting like he know everything, but at his church, is he preaching? Should he preach? What's up to TNT? Shout out to you. He says, sounds cultish. Michelle B says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That will be Peter. Absolutely. Jonah says, got Tooks on the projector. Yo, y'all hilarious. He said, got Tooks on the projector. What's up to Courtney M? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. So about this documentary, once again, as I was explaining, just gonna look back, at the times when it was in the basement and probably before that, looking at the history, hearing the stories, the narratives and whatnot. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, and what have you. You know what I mean? And I'm not a prophet or anything like that, but that idea came to my mind a long time ago. You know what I mean? And the right people for the job to do is Ron Skoletsky. You understand that? Ron got a lot of material. Ron Skoletsky, the cameraman, Skoletsky Productions. They've been with Gino for, 30 plus years, I think. Ron, I believe he did some McDonald's commercials. So Ron is very skilled and talented. You know what I mean? Dan the man too. There's a lot of talent at First Church. A lot. You understand that? And when God is in it, man, when God is in something, you would know. You definitely would know if God is in something. You understand? You look at all these other churches and whatnot. Not that it's about popularity or anything, or numbers, but just look at a lot of these other churches' channels and stuff like that. Look at Kendrick Murray. Look at his channel. Look at John McGregor. Just look at their channels. You know what I mean? On one hand, they talk about numbers. On another hand, when we mention numbers, oh, that's all they about. What's gonna be? You can tell people are getting saved more and people are tuning in to the truth when the numbers go up. Of course, like I said, once again, it's not about popularity or numbers. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But you see when God is in something, when God is in this person's YouTube channel or this person's Facebook or Instagram, when they putting up stuff of the truth versus nonsense. You know what I mean? You'll see it if a person has a clothing business, a making candles business. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think they have little events like that. People of the truth of God. I think it's like I forgot what it's called. Somebody help me out here with what the term is. Whereas though they might have stands of people selling candles. Somebody got clothing over here, haircuts over there. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. You understand that? All godly. And doing well too. You understand? All right. What's up to Eric Montana says everybody want to be saved, but nobody want to follow the Bible. I agree with that. That I agree with. You know what I mean? Following the word of God, a lot of people don't want to do. It's rough. It's definitely rough. You know what I mean? So you're right. He says Peter got checked like a bank last night. What's up to Charlie Johnson? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Gino P said that was a young looking PJ on the thumbnail. Oh yeah. A lot of times, thumbnails, creativity just pop in my mind. You know what I mean? Just stuff just be popping in my mind, make it quick. I know I had an old picture of him holding the camera. I said he got a picture of looking this way. So I'm gonna make it seem like he's, putting the camera on himself from the time he was young to these times. You know what I mean? So that just came to my mind instantly. You know what I mean? And thank God for, the skills and the talents that, he blessed me with, that we can, utilize it for the righteous and holy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? To the best of our ability. All right, DJ Grant says, will we be able to watch it on YouTube, and are they putting it on Hulu or Tubi TV or anything like that? Well, I don't know about that. That I don't know about. You know what I mean? It's going to be on YouTube after they put it on the tug. But I will be putting it on my YouTube channel. I think C-Rock too. I think C-Rock too will be doing it. You know what I mean? I think. That's what I'm not saying I know, but that's what I think. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I definitely will be putting it out if I don't get off work. If I get off work early. Because I know I can have some long days. And if I'm at work, I got to buy me some hotspot gigabytes or something like that. Because I'm going to stay right there, right in that truck for 2.5 hours, just sitting watching. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get off work early tomorrow. All right? Sister David says, I said the same thing. His late pastor has been gone for a moment. Shouldn't take God that long to appoint a new pastor. They probably holding out for someone they can control. That's funny. Henry Ross says, man, God was blasting out a PJ this morning. Absolutely. Gino P says, Murray documentary just be a 15-minute clip. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. He said 15 minutes. Mr. Ham says he couldn't argue none of my points last night. He had to agree. You're referring to Peter Cox. Jonas says, didn't Peter say something about watch what happens to the TLG if PJ passed away? Well, Peter Cox must have listened to the messages that Gino preached on about if that was to happen. You understand that? Gino already had few sermons about if he was to pass on. You know what I mean? And he hoped that they bring somebody, like him, or I guess, or whatever the case may be, that's really standing by the word of God, will pick up the torch. That's not going to stop the journey at all. See, a lot of people they think that way. Okay, if Gino gets unalived, who else? No, this thing gonna still keep going. What you mean? You know what I mean? It's still gonna keep going at the end of the day. All right. What's up to Devon? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Cato? Shout out to you. Lady of Faith says Peter does need a lot of prayer. He lets Tooks go and becomes a. I guess you mean he need to let Tooks go and become a better man, and know that it's okay to move on spiritually. Absolutely. What's up to Salt Express? He says greetings to Tony Harvin. And no, everything we talk about during the week was preached about by the man of God. Absolutely. Absolutely. 6 p.m. at Cato, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. What's up to Diva? Shout out to you. Mr. Ham said, it's wonderful to see people being baptized and receiving the Holy Ghost on a large scale from a God-filled church. For sure. They're laughing at Gino P message. Jonah says, our one pastor government is so bad. I guess you're talking to Sister Davis, all right? Where we at here? Henry Ross says, Peter Cox was on because he was in the chats. I didn't know he came in on the panel, and he still isn't humble. What's up to N Maxwell? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. DJ Grant says, I asked how do we know when our leader is wrong? Because I believe if it's not scripture, it's wrong. And he couldn't prove that the name was lost. He just gave what he thought. No scripture said it is gone. Absolutely. See, the problem with Peter Cox, S.C. Johnson, and whatnot is they refer to that body. They refer to the body. Once the body left, once the body was unalive, they think that was it. And a lot of fellas who was against Peter Cox, Elder Campbell, and S.C. Johnson, or what have you. I explained when a person died, do their name get lost? Good point for those fellas who brought that out there. Great point right there. Great point. That if they can't get that part right there, when a body dies. You understand that? See, he wanted to talk about the body, not the spirit. So one of the fellas, I forgot who it was, who brought that analogy out. Somebody help me out here. Who brought it out? It's a good one. You know what I mean? It's a good one. If Joe Schmo died, you know what I mean? What is his name after he died? Who brought that out? Somebody brought that out. Great point. I like that. You understand that? I like that. What's up to Sister Carol Lee? Oh, he says, are you referring to First Church Vendors and Business Expo? Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Oh, man, that's amazing. You know what I mean? I know a lot of females asking for, where can I get certain models apparel? I believe during the end of the year conference and whatnot, that's when it happens. You understand that? That's when it happens. For sure. All right. Where we at? He says, what happened to Frank? Well, Frank thought we needed him. You know what I mean? You know how them people be. It was another person, I'm not going to mention their name also, who came off like that. They made it seem like they're entitled to something. Nobody's entitled to anything on here. You know what I mean? Just because certain things don't go their way, hey, leave. I didn't ask Frank to come on here. Frank wanted to come on here. I don't ask anybody to come on here, honestly. You understand that? So people like Frank, If it don't go his way, I'm not coming on here no more. Okay, bye. It won't bother me at the end of the day. You understand that? I got kids that pout. You know what I mean? After they pout, they get roughed up. Get out. You understand that? Get out. You got grown men who act worse than my children. Worse. And when you got daughters, you know they competitive. You know, we got some girls, some daughters, they competitive. And they act worse than them. Grown men. You understand that? So with Frank, hey man, go. The same with Bronson. The same with Damon Wallace. I don't care. You understand that? The channel still goes on. I believe the biblical discussions or conversations is only like what? Maybe 10 or 15% the content that we put out on this channel. You understand? So we could have a whole video, honestly. We're giving a recap and feedback with Gino for 2 or 3 hours alone. You know what I mean? It's just that these fellas like Frank, Damon Wallace, and whatnot, like I said, they think they're entitled to something. You're entitled to nothing. You know what I mean? You got to tell these fellas, you don't run nothing. Sometimes I let little comments go because it's funny. Like when Wayne said, it's the Wayne show. I found that funny. It's the Wayne show. He's antagonizing the people. You know what I mean? I found it hilarious. It's hilarious. Or Captain said, it's the Captain Tazariak and Tony Harvin show. Or vice versa. Because they throwing bait out there. They throwing bait out there because they know people are going to say something. I get that part. That I get that, you know, they being comical. And they're not serious. But when you got fellas like Frank, because I listen, me and Wayne talked for years. Years. You understand that? I talked to a few people off the YouTube for years. You understand that? Some people know me off YouTube. I ain't gonna say who they are. You understand that? I'm not gonna say who they are. You know? But people like Frank, he was one of those individuals who came on here and whatnot. I think he said something that he wanted to have a conversation about. And I said, listen, come on tomorrow, man. Whether he came on tomorrow or not, I wouldn't care. Don't bother me none. You know what I mean? The man wrote me a long email on my YouTube account. Excuse me, my Yahoo account, beg your pardon. I didn't read it. Somebody else wrote me a long essay crying about the treatment that they get on this YouTube channel. I don't care. You understand that? I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't take none of this stuff personal, and neither should anybody else do. But that's the problem with a lot of these grown men out here. They take things personal. I don't care. You understand that? I don't care, honestly. You know what I mean? People take the initiative to come on here. That's their own decision. Tony Harvin don't beg nobody to come on here, ever. You know what I mean? But we like to see people win at the end of the day. We love to see people win. You know what I mean? Shout out to TNT News, doing his thing. Shout out to Express, doing your thing. Encouraging words. Shout out to her, Sister Roslyn, doing her thing. Listen, we market people. You know what I mean? We market people. Do your thing. There's enough out here for all of us to eat. All of us. You know what I mean? Over 7 billion people in this world. 100,000 subscribers ain't nothing compared to that. So it's enough for everybody to eat. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So I support everybody who's putting out positive content out there. You understand that? All right? Mr. Simple Face says, I takes it personal. Hey, that's on you. That is on you. You know? He said, what Frank do? Not you, man. Not you. It's another Frank, man. It's another Frank. You know? We ain't talking about you, Frank Ball. That's real ironic how, you know, that Frank guy came on here, but we ain't talking about that Frank. All right? What's up to TNT says Dunbar was silent during the live stream last night. Has anyone seen him online today? Oh, I haven't. I haven't. Maybe something happened to with his phone and whatnot. You know, a lot of times his phone sounds robotic at times. So hopefully, you know, he get a new phone, or things is, you know, going great on his end. Sometimes, you know, you gotta take a break. You know what I mean? For sure. Shout out to Dunbar. Grant says, could you send any names of people that do modest apparel? I would love to buy my wife some. Well, sometimes I see the, you know, the people who's putting out, you know, who's making modest apparel, and a lot of times I forget to screenshot it, and I forget the names, and what have you. You know what I mean? But I believe you could type on Google modest apparel. I'm not sure if the Truth of God, you know, owns like modestapparel.com, but it was somebody. I forgot, honestly, man. You know, sometimes I think I can remember it hours later, but I can't. You know what I mean? Because there's so much that I'm trying to remember in general. So the next time I catch somebody on Facebook, mainly is on Facebook, or like I said, during the conventions, normally during the end of the year service, the person brought it up. I think it was Sister Carolee. They have business expos and stuff like that, whereas though, you know, they have the modest apparel and stuff like that that they selling. All right. What's up to John Smith? Shout out to you. Grant says this platform is very needed. He says I'm very grateful, and many of us are grateful. Never had anything like this. I look forward to it every day, and to be edified and have a great laugh. Absolutely, appreciate that, Mr. Grant. Lady of Faith says we only need the Most High. He says, Bob Frank, let your boots hit the ground and your arrogance won't be missed. Absolutely. Known unknown, what up? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. What's up to Mo Money? Mo Money. Hope all is well with you at Mo Money. Appreciate you for coming on and you know, supporting this YouTube channel in general. All right. Let's see if more is up in here. Simple Faith is in here. What up? What up? What up? Shout out to Mr. Simple Faith. What's up, the Mercy Card? Shout out to you. Simple Faith says my pastor preached today. What was the topic? What was your topic that your pastor had preached on at Simple Faith? You said he laid a smackdown on people like Murray. Mr. Ham says Peter Cox is shut down yesterday. Jonas says how you don't need baptism, but just need to drink water. Who said that? Oh, you talking about Frank? Oh yeah. Listen, folks like Frank, he think he know it all, and whatnot. Whatever type of theology he's listening to or learning from, people like that, it just, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Very, very weird. I'm pretty sure in the back, a lot of them say, listen, I don't want to come on anymore. But, you know, I'm pretty sure they're in the background tuning in, and what have you. Because this is one of the most channels. This is one of the least channels you can interact with the YouTuber. You understand that? A lot of other YouTubers, they want you to pay them to say something, to say the stuff that you say in the chat room. I try to read all the messages on the chat. You rarely see any YouTuber doing that who go live. Rarely. You rarely see that. You understand that? What's up to I don't know how to pronounce that. You got like a Hebrew type of name. You said shalom and blessings, brothers, and sisters in Christ. Let me see something right quick. Let me see if I could find out how you pronounce your name, and whatnot. Oh, your name, you got that name in Hebrew. So the name in Hebrew, you got Jesus, all right? To the person who says shalom and blessings, brothers and sisters, and Christ. Pretty interesting. All right, DJ Grant said, Frank makes me laugh. He thinks, you need to obey the law of your mind. That's like saying whatever you think, do what the scriptures have to be explained. Not always just go with what you see, understand it. Wonderful. All right. Straight Fact says we're in a storm here, y'all. A storm. Where you at in Florida? Because I heard that Florida is being hit with a storm and whatnot. I think Texas too. So let me know. All right, Simple Faith. You say he preached so powerfully that a brother came up during altar call and apologized to me. Apology. Did you accept the apology? He done his part. Did you accept the apology, Simple Faith? Let us know. Let us know. Straight Fact says Valdosa, Georgia. Wonderful. That you accepted the apology at Simple Faith. So Straight Facts, you say you in Georgia? Is storming bad out there? Is that what you're saying? DJ Grant says, what made me laugh about Frank is you try to talk about God and teach people, but you curse in the next second. Wow. Cursing the next second. Talking about the Lord. Wow. Now that's crazy right there. For sure. Simple Faith says, I accepted apology with tears in my eyes and forgiveness in my heart. All right, hey man, as long as you accepted it, and what have you, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Real man stuff right there. All right, you said storm just passed Austin, Texas. Well, for those who getting storms out there, man, definitely, hope and pray for your safety and whatnot. You know what I mean? For sure. Definitely do. Simple Face says, I was praying. That is what we do at the altar call, pray in the preaching we heard. Wonderful. Mr. Ham says, I said Frank was Captain T's cousin. What's up to Craig? Shout out to you, Craig DeSell. Yeah, Craig DeSell got a YouTube channel also. Craig got a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Simple Faith got a YouTube channel. Who else got a YouTube channel? Help me out here. Express. We said Excel Express. Khadijah Reeves. I'm trying to think. Y'all help me out here. Who else? Sister David says, Scripture talks about blessings and cursings come out of the same mouth. Courtney M. says, Bob T got a YouTube channel. Shout out to Bob T. Hayes Blessings. Hayes Blessings 123 for sure. Lady of Faith says, it's great how the Most High know his creation like Frank and so many blessings and cursings. Simple Faith says, how long is your workout? How long is my workouts? Well, today was a little, a little light. Yeah, I mean, it could be, an hour and a half to 2 hours and a half straight. You understand that? In the blazing heat. But Sundays is usually like light. You know what I mean? So we took it a little light today. So it's probably like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, I think, between there. And what have you. So it was good. After that, service. You know what I mean? We get our workout in physically, and then we got our workout in spiritually. You understand? Getting that good word in, for sure. Aaron Michaels, what time is it there? It's 6:06 p.m. 6:06 p.m. right now. Charlotte, North Carolina. Simple Face says, see, I do 2 hour plus workouts myself, and people always tell me that is overkill. Well, it depends. It all depends, you know what I mean? If you're replenishing your body proper, then hey, cool. You understand that? But if you're not replenishing your body, then it might be overkill. It might be. You know what I mean? All right. Jonah says, I went light today too. Wonderful. Simple Faces, I got go get my gym membership back myself. Hey, that's what's up. You know what I mean? I mean, going to the gym for me is just like maybe like 1/5 of my workout. You know what I mean? Schedule. You know what I mean? So hey, I mean, you get weights at home, you get a bag for home. You know what I mean? Over here, the gym, I just go to the gym because it's you know it's a good price. I think it's like $35 a month, unlimited every day. You understand? All right. Where we at? What's up to Chris Hicks? What's my testimony? As far as what? What do you mean by that, Chris Hicks? What testimony are you referring to? What's up to Cali boy? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you at Cali boy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cali boy, man. Good dude. What's up to Henry Ross? He says, what happened when your white blood cells mix with your red blood cells? What? What? Where you get that from? Where you get that from? That's my first time ever heard of that. You know what I mean? It could be it must be like a very, very rare condition, in general. You know what I mean? I've never heard of anything like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if stuff like that happens. You know what I mean? From what I'm looking at, is a very rare condition, in general. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a good thing that one, get that stuff checked, man. Get your stuff checked out, get your lab work and what have you, as we was talking about earlier, to make sure that stuff ain't happening, or ain't at the preliminary stages of that happening. You know what I mean? But I ain't no doctor, man. I just go by the advice of my own doctor. You know what I mean? Shout out to my doctor. You know what I mean? Shout out to him for sure. All right. Courtney M says I work out till I'm tired and hungry. What do you call 1 to 2 hours light? Oh boy, I thought 20 minutes was doing something. Sister Davis. Well, I mean, I'm not saying compared to what I do. You understand? So 20 minutes to you might be light. That's fine for you know, everybody has different bodies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I can't sit here and take somebody on a 2-hour workout, especially my type of workouts. You know, the average person will probably, you know, pass out. So I can't, if I'm training somebody, you know, I gotta lighten up on them. You understand that? I wouldn't mind training anybody. You know what I mean? We could train for 2 hours, but it would be like very, very light as far as like the intensity of the workout. You know what I mean? Simple Faith says I start off hydrated and on a calorie, what is that, deficiency? He says, but my energy be through the roof. We see that, Simple Faith. When you come on sometimes, we see that. You know what I mean? He says tomorrow is your written test to get your CDL. Well, I hope things go well with that, man. You know what I mean? I hope things go well. And I hope that you pass that written test to get your CDL and whatnot. Are you taking I think you're taking some endorsements also. You know, take your time. You know, over back in New Jersey, we only had 3 multiple choice options. So I don't know what they're doing in these days. But I hope you pass that and what have you. You know what I mean? For sure. All right. Sister Davis says they made you a doctor too. Oh man. What's up to B Holy? Shout out to B Holy, man. Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you at B Holy. All right. Shelly Moore said, you should demonstrate to people how they can exercise if they are unable to stand for a long period of time. Well, it depends. It depends. I would recommend those people to go get checked out first, or go get some advice from their doctor, because I don't know medically what's wrong with them or why they can't stand. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be blamed for something that I don't know the conditions of a person. Some people got problems with their disc and their, in their neck or whatever the case may be. Some people got problems with their coordination, with their inner ear or whatever the case may be. So everybody have different conditions as far as like medically, as far as like standing, and what have you. You got people who are 600 pounds can't stand, 700 pounds they can't stand. You know what I mean? And a lot of them gotta be airlifted out of bed. They can't walk for a long period of time, so it's like, when you watch those shows, you know what I mean? It's tough to watch. So as far as like not standing for a long period of time, one may want to just sit in the sauna. You know what I mean? Just sit in the sauna or sit down and do some arm workouts and whatnot. But I never worked out or never thought about doing it. It's a good idea to learn. I would have to learn that part, just in case somebody, is not able to stand. You know what I mean? All right. Hmm. Um, Yo, y'all funny. What's up to Ever Faithful? You says, listening to that today gave me chills. Diva says, C-Rock mouth like, I don't trust him and unsubscribe from his channel. Well, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own, what they want to do as far as like subscribing and unsubscribing. You know what I mean? But I'm always, I don't hate on anybody. You understand? If somebody don't like me, unsubscribe from me, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? If somebody might unsubscribe from me, go listen to another YouTuber that put out the truth of God, hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But for the most part, I would hope we all working together to put this message out as far as like the truth of God videos. Nobody's above anybody. I could have 150,000 subscribers and, I don't think I'm above nobody. You understand that? Shout out to Views from the Scriptures, man. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Views from the Scriptures. I forgot about that situation. T.D. Jakes almost got him taken off. You know what I mean? T.D. Jakes tried to flag Views from the Scriptures and he almost got his channel removed. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to have him on here for an interview when he gets situated, or what have you. So we're working on that. The YouTuber Views from the Scriptures. A lot of y'all know him. You know what I mean? I know him. He attends the Truth of God Temple in Jamaica. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? I know he used the AI voice or whatever you want to call that. I know he does that with his videos. A lot of people are shy, you know what I mean? But we're looking to have him on here for an interview one day. You understand? We're looking to have more Truth of God, people who put out the Truth of God videos, interviews on here. You understand? So that'd be a good live whenever he's ready to have the interview and whatnot to talk about his journey with the Truth of God and his YouTube channel, Views from the Scriptures. And he's going to talk about how T.D. Jakes, tried to get him off YouTube. They tried to get his channel terminated, which is messed up. You know what I mean? That's messed up. You understand? T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes. You know what I mean? And most likely, when, pastors like that flag you, they have a lawyer. They have lawyers who handle all that and stuff like that. So it's real messed up, though. But he counterclaimed and he won. You understand that? So that's a blessing, for sure. With Views from the Scriptures. You know what I mean? All right. Sister David says, do you ever do the detox into clean colon, like draining a detox tea? Well, the thing is, certain people need that. You know what I mean? I'm not being arrogant or anything like that, but I drink a lot of water. I get these what is that? The probiotic gummies. You understand that? I get smoothies with fiber in it, and what have you. So, have my bananas or fruits, or strawberries, and all other stuff to help detox, you know what I mean, on a day-to-day basis. You understand that? So some people do that. a full detox or whatever the case may be, or they do the other medical procedure, whereas though I don't really want to get too graphic or whatever the case may be, but it's another medical procedure that they do. I'm just gonna keep it like that. You understand? But having a lot of fiber, fruits, and things of that nature is cool. So everybody do detox differently, or whatever the case may be. Some people they don't go to the bathroom in days. When people don't go to the bathroom in days, something is wrong. If you don't go to the bathroom in days, something is wrong with you. You understand that? And you need that detox cleanser or whatever the case may be. You understand that? All right. Mr. Ham says, I got hit with a double dose of Holy Ghost again last night before I got online. He said, that's what I really tried. Aaron Michael says, what year did you get baptized at First Church, Tony Harvin? I'm going to say 2020 at the end. In fact, 2019 at the end. Is it 2019? I'm going to say 2018. I know it was at the end. One of those years. Evangelist Taj baptized me. Evangelist Taj. Henry Ross says, watch out sometimes for them medical doctors because of them are okay with the Skittles community. Yo, Henry Ross, man, you funny, man. You was funny for sure. All right. I just lost where I was. There we go. Simple Faith says they have to fight through the workout to lose that 600 pounds. You're right. Or some of them get that medical procedure, or whatever the case may be. But back to this documentary thing, and whatnot, because we're kind of going off course with the topic, whatever the case may be. Kind of runs parallel to, our spiritual journey. We get an opportunity to see the apostle and his history. The early history of Gino. A lot of us had a lot of weight on us spiritually. A lot of us had a lot of weight on us spiritually. And we stepped into the gym of holiness. We stepped into the gym of holiness. And a lot of weight was lost. A lot of us are still battling with the spiritual weight. But hey, every day we in the gym of holiness. You understand that? I'm glad y'all brought that out, because we could flip it to the spiritual side of having a lot of weight on us, and what have you, detoxing our bodies spiritually with a lot of filth. A lot of us got filth on us right now. You understand that? And we gotta keep watching the messages, keep reading the Bible, keep praying, because we want to get all that stuff off of us. It's a blessed thing that we came across the truth of God and whatnot, and still tuning in to this day. A lot of people have given up. It was too much for them. You understand that? Weightlifting the scriptures was too much for them. It was too hard. That's why a lot of people leave. It's too hard for them. They can't handle it. A lot of us, we putting the effort in. We want to get our souls right. We want to get our souls right, for sure. That's why it's a blessed thing that we have preachers in the truth of God. You know what I'm saying? That has a caring for our soul. Happy Music say, is the documentary going to be on the TOG TV? Yes. Yes. That is correct. Yo, Simple Faith, you funny, man. All right, DJ Grant says, I love Views from the Scriptures channel. His way of videos is very informative and also short and concise. Oh yeah, shout out to him. Some people are good with the videos. Some people are good with the lives. You know what I mean? Me, I prefer lives. Sometimes I do the video thing, whatever the case may be, but I like the lives. You understand that? That's what I like to do. You know what I mean? I like to, get in tune with the people, and what have you. Plus all that video stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm not saying I'm lazy. I still do the videos, the video portion. I think I got one coming out. Got one coming out soon. I'm trying to do. Hopefully we get it done tonight. About the guy who tried to debate Gino at the convention. You know what I mean? I've been meaning to get to that. But views from the scriptures, he's good with that. That's a lot of work. That takes a lot of time to do. To write all that stuff down in like 5 or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and to put it in that software that he's doing, that's a lot of work, man. That's a lot. And then you gotta edit the pictures and certain parts of videos and stuff like that. That's a lot, man. That's talent right there. That takes a lot of time. That takes a lot, for sure. So shout out to views from the scriptures. Like I said, a lot of people, some people are good with the videos, the lives, both. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own lane and stuff like that, for sure. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. He said TD Snakes and crew doing too much. Oh yeah. What's up, Nicole Martin? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. You also stated that views from the scriptures, my man channel. I love the video when he did on Corey Minor and others that against the truth, and Nakira Palmer and those. It's funny and very helpful to learn. Nakira Palmer, former Truth of God follower. You know what I mean? I'm very aware of her and her husband. It seemed like she want to wear the pants. You know what I mean? That woman is oof. Simple Faith says there's the difference between a false preacher such as snakes and a real pastor is the fake pastor run out of work to do when they gain all the money. The real preacher is still doing the work of God. Absolutely. David B says, I watched a little of TD Fix today. That church was still filled with lost souls with about 15,000 people in the chat. What's up to Terrence Norwood? Shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Terrence Norwood. Byron said, did you see the demon casting out at IHC? I did. And what is that? Are you talking about the one that happened months ago? Sister Davis says, see, that's what I need, more water and iron. Low iron in my blood. Need to take iron pills. Okay, that's Sister Davis. All right, Mr. Ham says, I'm regular with my probiotics and fiber. Wonderful. It's all good at Sister Davis. DJ Grant says, I'm excited to see what happened in the transition from how they got from the basements to 5th and Lindley, for sure. God bless you too at Nicole. Simple Face says they can't handle it because they like sin. Marlon says, does the Bible speak about depression and sadness? Depression. Depression. Depression and sadness. Whereas though a lot of people, go through that, and what have you. We have a lot of conversation about that, and whatnot, and things of that nature. I would definitely recommend to go tune in. Let me see if we got that video. Do we have anything of that sense? I'm trying to see if I had a video like that. I think I did, man. I'm trying to think about it. I think I have one about stress and whatnot. You know what I mean? I can't read the scriptures because of the hat, but I need to look at the comments below. So let me see if somebody wrote something in reference to that. Simple Faith says, my pastor said the people that leave the truth eat dust and have miserable lives. Yeah, you funny. DJ Grant says, didn't you say you spoke with Daniel Roman a few weeks ago? Is he thinking about putting the truth out still? or you're not sure because some of his videos still hit hard today. Well, I don't know. You know, he seemed to be busy with doing his real estate thing and whatnot. So we still hope he come back and put more content out there. He could have been something. You know what I mean? He definitely could have. He could have been at the top pinnacle right now. You know what I mean? He was a hard worker. I'm telling you, that boy was working hard. You understand that? He put me on my toes. You know what I mean? He kept me on my toes and whatnot. But one day he just stopped. He just stopped out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I took off. But he kept me on my toes. Of course, we ain't supposed to have a competition, the spirit of competition. But iron sharpens iron. Simple as that. You know what I mean? We all feed off of each other and whatnot. You know, but one day he just stopped. That was it. How you go from like just you know, wrecking stuff as far as like in a good manner, and he just quit or whatever. I mean, he got a family, he got to take care of his kids. I could understand that. Definitely could understand that for sure. But you know, after I asked him about it, something similar to that, he didn't say anything. So I'm not gonna harp on it. If the man don't want to put it out, hey, that's on him. It is what it is, man. You know. um. Henry Ross says, can you still explain about the robot voice from views from the scriptures? Because there's some out here still talking about that robot voice. Well, it's a software you get. It's a software. So some people don't feel comfortable with showing their face or, you know, showing it, you know, let people hear their voice because a lot of people are shy, man. So it's a software that a lot of people may get that you could type, you know, whatever you're going to say or want to say, and that voice will read it. You understand that? That voice will read it out, and whatever type of voice it is, it will say it just like that. Just like if you go on Google Translate, you know what I mean, and you type in and you put English and Spanish, and you type in what are you doing? A voice will read that off, and I could use that voice if I wanted to, as far as like if I was making videos and whatnot. But I prefer to use my voice and my face and stuff like that. I don't got time. Me personally, I don't got time to be typing all this. That's not me. I'm not knocking anybody else, but that's just not for me. You know. All right. What's up to number 33? Shout out to you. Sister David says, are there going to be 3 parts to the documentary or just 3 airing dates for the same one documentary? That's a good question. Let me go to this video right here. Let's listen together. We're gonna listen together, all right? I want to listen to this together. Let's go. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see if Dan Thompson mentioned it. Let me see.
This is our history. Again, run the trailer. God has blessed the first church to achieve this. As we've done before, the National Holy Convocations are behind you concerning the documentary that's been put together for to celebrate this momentous occasion that God has blessed the first church to achieve thus far. We did put together my documentary to honor this occasion. We do want to, again, run the trailer so that those who perhaps have not seen it may get a chance to see it, and also to tune in when it actually airs. This is our history to this point in time. I'm going to ask Ron Skaleski to please run the trailer. The story of most men's lives will go.
Let me see. Let's see.
With knowledge. We do want to acknowledge certainly the work that has gone into this, and I do want to acknowledge at this time Brother John Scott Lesk, who worked with us so hard on this over the last year. But this is a culmination of what's been happening to First Church from before its beginning, through its beginning, up until this present time. The documentary itself is broken into three distinct parts. Parts 1, 2, and 3.
I'm gonna run this back. Right quick.
Until this present time. The documentary itself is broken into three distinct parts. Parts 1, 2, and 3. And then there's a small backstory at the very end. We pray it will be a blessing to you, and especially for those who have just come into the faith, that you may get a sense of how the Lord has blessed us to this present time. At this time, we're going to certainly ask you to sit attentively.
All right, so it's broken into three parts. It's broken into three parts and whatnot at to the person. I was about to say that, Simple Faith. Oh man, I was about to say that too. For sure. About the distinctive parts and whatnot. All right. Let me see. You said Cartel's Young should totally start his own content on his channel if you want to spread that true God doctrine instead of trying to use your channel for clout. Well, hey man, shout out to him for sure. You know what I mean? Not the stuff that he put out as far as like his belief, but it's all good at the end of the day. All right. What's up to Frozen Mountain? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. His own competition today too. What about that at Simple Faith with in reference to competition? All right, you know, let me know. You said, isn't it called a synthesizer for the robotic voices? I'm not sure. DJ Grant says, what is the hardest thing about posting the videos for you and creating them? Well, if you're talking about live videos, lives are easy. You know, a lot of people don't like lives. A lot of people don't like showing their face. A lot of people don't like talking because a lot of people don't know how to talk to the people. You understand that? So me personally, I like lives. You understand that? Knowing how to talk to the people, knowing how to, you know, of course, a lot of long words and stuff like that. I don't know the Ivy League words, but as far as like knowing how to, you know, hand gestures and stuff like that, eye contact and things of that nature, you know, lives is easy for me. But as far as like creating a normal video, I mean, that's easy. That's easy. You know what I mean? So how I create my videos, I use the StreamYard. You know, I put the video on private. You know what I mean? I use the StreamYards and stuff like that, 10, 15 minutes, whatever topic it is, you know what I mean? I get some pictures and what have you. And I just do the editing on my my video editor, whatever I need to switch out, change up, and stuff like that. So it take me about, if I'm doing a 15-minute video, probably take me about 20, 25 minutes to knock out quick. Off the top of the head a lot of the times. A lot of people, they write down and all that other stuff. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I want to talk about the situation with Gino and a man who tried to debate him over divorce and remarriage, you know what I mean? Just off the top of the head, I know where certain videos are at already. You know what I mean? So I don't knock people for writing down things, but I think that's just too time consuming, and what have you. You know what I mean? But hey, that's what they do. That's on them for those who don't like coming in front of the camera and speaking. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people who don't like the camera. They don't like it. A lot of people don't like the camera at all. You understand that? But hey, I like the lives, for sure, to get in tune with the people, to have conversation, to talk about things that we can relate to, and whatnot, because I know a lot of us, we don't have people we could talk to outside, or outside more so. And when we come on the internet, we rarely see YouTube channels that interact with people in reference to what we're talking about, like this for sure. Right? Simple Faith says, I think it's funny people have time to chat through the discussion, but say they don't have time to get on the panel and discuss. use that time to discuss. I agree. But like I said, a lot of people are afraid. They're not comfortable talking over the internet to the public. A lot of people are actually shy. You understand that? They're shy getting on camera. They're shy talking with their voice. They're just shy. You know what I mean? And so that's what they do a lot of the times. Is stay in the chat room and type. You know what I mean? Hey, if that's what they do, then that, yeah. That's what they do is all good. Shelly Moore says, can we discuss how cliques in the church affect people's closeness to God? I think there's a video out where Gino was talking about that. So Lord willing, we can talk about that. Lord willing. All right. Simple Faith says, I am getting there. I have to fight through some weights and be set in sins. Okay. Got to get right back 100% good standards with God. Understandable at Simple Faith. Simple Faith says, talking is much faster than typing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fleming says, I thought the live was for tomorrow. Didn't know, you said, didn't know you were live, didn't get the notification. I'm not sure. Sometimes, you know, when I'm putting out the schedule for the lives on my mobile phone, sometimes it could switch to the next day. Or I forget to put, because when you schedule it on when I schedule on my phone, it has the next day. I don't know why automatically, and sometimes I forget. I probably think it's the day of, but that could have been the case. You know what I mean? But I'm starting to double check even more. All right. He says, I went to business classes because God truly interrupted my life and my past Instagram page as my vids were reaching 300K people. That month, God said, nope, change, time to be holy. Understandable. Understandable. You know what I mean? For sure. I definitely get you on that one at Byron. Mr. R says, I'm not shy, I'm blacklisted. Blacklisted? Let me look up that term. Honestly, I don't even know what that means. Workers were blacklisted after being quoted in the newspaper. What is blacklisted? I don't know what that is. Somebody got to enlighten me on that word. He said, I smell an agent. Simple Face says, yeah, it sounds like Mr. R as in R. Kelly. Clement says, basically banned. Frozen Mountain says, I honestly had to leave the discussion early because how exhausting cartels was just stubborn. Wow. Nicole Martin says, sometimes you get blurry on camera, then you go back to normal. It's probably a connection over here. It's probably the connection over here. You know what I mean? Hey, we might try out a new phone or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about, you know, possibly an Apple phone to see if the images would be better and whatnot. But we'll see for sure at Nicole Martin. You know? Mr. Ham said, I told cartels he was deceived. John Smith says, banned from using Google products and services. Oh, okay. Well, hey, man. You know what I mean? That's on you. You got to fix that for sure. You know what I mean? You got to fix that. He says, will you be live again tonight? Nope. Nope. I'm going to rest tonight. We're going to get some rest tonight. We're going to get some good rest. So we won't be live tonight. We're going to get some good rest tonight and whatnot. We had a weekend with the kiddies. We shot a live earlier, got up early. We're on a live now, you know. So I'm going to give me some rest tonight. I'm going to give me some good rest. Just chill out, relax. You know what I mean? And get ready for tomorrow. We might have a live before the documentary. and let the people know. We might have a live before the documentary and after the documentary. I'm thinking about that because I'm off that Tuesday. So I'm off Tuesday, and we're gonna have some time on that Tuesday. You understand? We're gonna have some time on that Monday tomorrow night because I'm off Tuesday. You understand? And so I'm gonna give me some rest tonight, man. Some good rest, and whatnot. DJ Grant says, I'm glad you're resting, bro, because it'd be funny sometimes the conversation be over and you be asleep. Oh yeah. Last night I was strict on it. You know what I mean? We was gonna end it at 11 something, and I was real strict on it about that. You understand? And I was serious. You know what I mean? I'd be some people coming on there. Listen, 5-10 minutes is enough, man. 10 minutes is enough. Folks be wanting like 30 minutes, an hour. I'm like, it's like 10 people waiting. You know? But a lot of times it'd be funny, man. I'd be like, this is hilarious, man. Gotta keep this going. You know, because let's be honest. You're a content creator, and people talk in the sense of, oh, this is good content right here. You know what I mean? This is a lot of times say this is excellent content right here. People may complain about it, but they gotta understand you know what I mean, the expansion of good content. If you're a content creator, you know it's good content. So it's like, man, I gotta keep it rolling. You understand? I gotta keep it rolling. You know what I mean? Wayne Smith, he's funny. Wayne Smith is funny. Who else was funny? Peter Cox, he's just annoying, man. You know what I mean? He's annoying. Seriously. You know what I mean? Well, Wayne, he's funny. You know, Peter Cox, he just, I don't know, man. You understand? I really don't know. But a lot of people who stay on, and I give people time, and you know what I mean? And even when we have a conversation the next time, the people who was on, a lot of people tend to come on towards the end. You know what I mean? Towards the end. You know what I mean? And sometimes I was gonna let Simple Faith just take it. Listen, if y'all want to be on long, he can control it. Let me deal with these kids. So I thought about that. You know what I mean? But we ended it early last night, and whatnot. I hope everybody got some good rest, and what have you last night, for sure. Where we at? I did good, right? He says I didn't make too much time. Oh, you funny, man. Y'all is hilarious. Y'all is hilarious for sure. And that was like 3 hours. That was a little over 3 hours for sure. He said, did you boot Peter Cox again? Peter Cox never came on last night. He never came on last night. Peter Cox never came on last night. He said, I don't blame you, man. He says, do they still be trying to call you Pastor Harvin? Do you get tired of telling them you're not a pastor? Oh, yeah, man. Some people say Minister Harvin and stuff like that, and tell them, like, yo. That's why I say that in the beginning of my introduction in a lot of my videos that I do. Probably like, 70-80%. You know, when I first came up, let me come up with this introduction to let the people know that I'm not a pastor. I'm just a content creator. That's it. Just like the next person. You know what I mean? Are they calling academics a pastor? Are they calling DJ Vlad a pastor? I mean, we're in the same bracket as content creators. That's it. I don't know why people would think I'm a minister. I never preach. You understand that? I never come off breaking down scripture like a pastor. You understand that? You know? Let me see. He said he will be all over TNT's channel. Byron says, did you see that demon casting out last week at the convocation in North Carolina? I did spiritual battle for real. It was happening as I helped break down a convocation after prayer line. Oh, no, I wasn't there. I wasn't there at that one. I wasn't at that one. I know Gino spoke about it today, but I wasn't there. What's up to Sam Ellis? I was at headquarters today. Service was powerful. You should replay it sometimes this week. It's on my other channel. Oh, you talking about having a recap? Okay. Having a recap and whatnot. Okay, man. All right, for sure, for sure. Simple Faces. I think it was funny when I. So I think it was funny when I wake up early in the morning and see the live ended 4 hours ago, and it'd be 6 or 7 a.m. and you guys be going live again when I wake up. I'm trying to figure out when you sleep. You mean me? What's up to BT? What up to 190? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Frozen Mountain says, sometimes a lot of people think when you're speaking truth, especially from the Bible, they automatically think you're a preacher. True. That is true. Sister David says, you should, at me, set it up, start off, then get your good moderators in here monitoring, then take a nap, and set the alarm. Can your moderator gain access to people waiting to join the panel? Simple Faith can, yes. Yes, he can. Yes. He said TNT said, what time tonight? No, Mr. Ham said TNT, what time tonight? Henry Ross says, why do folks get the preacher's itch? I don't know. It's something about being behind a pulpit that folks have an itch for. I don't know why. You understand? Simple Face says, you think Jennings would accept to debate me on something? If not, have a discussion on something? Yeah, okay. That's a slaughter right there, man. That's a slaughter. I know you're a moderator, but You know what I mean? You don't want none of that, man. Save yourself from the embarrassment, No way. DJ Grant says, a lot of people seem to think a minister or pastor is anyone who talks about God. Yep. TNT says they power hungry, brother. For sure. Oh, he said discuss something. Well, you said you was gonna come out. You maybe was gonna come out to a convention. You know what I mean? A lot of times, people get the opportunity to have a conversation with him, or they email the secretary to set up, a little talk, or whatever the case may be. I mean, hey, if you're sincere about it, then hey, we give you the right resources to make contact, to have a conversation. What's up, the mind of an introvert? Shout out to you. What's up to Wayne Smith? What up, Smith? Shout out to Smith. What up to Smith? Brooklyn. What you think about Big Baby yesterday from Brooklyn? What you think about that fight with Andy Ruiz? You know what I mean? Yo, y'all funny. Grant says, just when I'm about to get off, the party started. Wayne and Cartel Young just hopped on. Just when I'm about to get off. You know what I mean? Y'all know the people gonna come after y'all, man. Grant says, people tried calling me deacon. I said, no. I said, oh, no, don't put that on me. I just believe God. Wonderful. Byron said, Gino cleared up some points on last night live. Absolutely. Absolutely. What up to Cartels Young? Simple. Y'all funny, man. TNT says, that's how it goes. Oh, yeah. Just when I'm about to log off and get my relaxation on. What's up to Ben Johnson? Shout out to you. Appreciate that. You got folks calling me the hitman now. You got folks calling me the hitman. You understand that? Tommy Hearns. You know what I mean? Ever since Gino said that, the hitman. I guess he must have seen one of them boxing videos. You understand? You know? The hitman. Interesting. You know what I mean? So David says, I think people that do live YouTube channels, discussion platforms, main qualification is to be patient like you. TNT News has plenty of patience. I'm lacking. Oh, man. Sam Ellis, what up? Oh, you talking to Wayne? DJ Grant says, if you are up for it, can Simple Faith, if he's willing to do a live where we can talk tonight more on the Son of God. You mean letting Simple Faith run it? You want me to let Simple Faith run it? Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Well, I could think of a day where though we could do a trial run on that one. You know what I mean? Because I want the algorithm more so for today and tomorrow to be on a documentary. You understand that? So we could choose a day if he's up for it. You know what I mean? To see if he could run a whole live by himself. We want to see that. If Mr. Simple Faith was up for it, we don't force nobody to do anything, or whatever the case may be. So I mean, if he think he could do it, if he want to do it, if not, that's fine. You understand that? He said, I used to run online businesses meeting. I mean, that's fine. It's something different, man. You remember you dealing with the internet. You understand? You're dealing with the internet now. You're gonna be removing a lot of people. You know what I mean? He gonna mute and remove a lot of people. I think didn't you do it before? I'm trying to think. Oh, that was probably the first time you was like the moderator on StreamYard, man. What video was that? You know what I mean? Mr. Simple Faith. You grew a whole lot, man, on the StreamYard for sure. All right. John Smith says that will be the day everybody gets banned and account deleted. DJ Grant says no problem. Sounds pretty wonderful. That Son of God topic is like, my man Gino P say it's a hot topic. So maybe like next Saturday. Next Saturday, you know, if Simple Faith is up for, you know, running the StreamYard. Of course, I gotta put the introduction in it and whatnot. I'm not sure if you got access to clicking that button. You know what I mean? We see the different sound effects on the right hand side. I'm not sure if you got access to that. I might have to put him as the administrator. You know what I mean? For all that happened and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Show him the little sound effects, you know, that I got on the right hand side and whatnot. Bro Rodney says Simple Faith is going to drive me crazy if he run a whole live. Yo, y'all funny. Sister David says, if Simple Faith, a lot of people are going to be getting the boot. He says, yo, y'all is hilarious. What's up to Tanya Renee? Shout out to you. Cartel Young says, I come in peace. Simple making war, man. You said SMH. Straight Facts says, Pastor bust the pool table with one shot. Absolutely. Nicole Martin says, Simple Faith, please be nice. Okay. You got some mixed reactions at Simple Faith. Simple Faith says to DJ Grant, I am not willing to discuss the two-God doctrine. I already have a debate against the three-God doctrine. Oh, yeah. August 19th, Simple Faith, Reginald Young. August 19th, Simple Faith, Reginald Young, debate. Coming out August 19th. You know, it's a debate. You know what I mean? We're going to strip Simple faith for all his moderation that day. You know what I mean? We're going to strip him from all the moderation characteristics, you know? And he's going to have a debate with Reginald Young. August 19th is going down. You know what I mean? So we shall see for sure. All right, finally, as Smith says. All right, Grant says, I look forward to that because the next day I have my test for my physical to be a CO, correctional officer. Wonderful. A CO. It's wonderful, man. You know, I believe you can get it. You understand? Pretty sure you serve as a good correctional officer, and whatnot. You know, you're gonna have to take the firearms, you know, qualifications and whatnot. You know, get yourself some, if you haven't already, get yourself some firearm training. You know what I mean? I don't know if you do self-defense. You know what I mean? Great, you know, pretty, some people may say it's dangerous, but, you know, you're a positive individual. You could help habilitate, you know, inmates in there versus abusing authority. You know what I mean? So hope all the best with that, DJ Grant. Crazy Cell says, whatever happened to that guy who called out St. Louis that was supposed to debate on July 19th on the name of Jesus or something? Patrick T? Well, St. Louis is in something, man. Like, he's in a whole bunch of drama. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he's probably watching. You know, I'll probably get an email or text or whatever the case may be. I don't deal with people like that. You understand? All that nonsense and drama, man. We here to try to grow and encourage the people, and whatnot. I'm gonna send you the video link at Craig. After this is over, I'm gonna send you a video link. You know what I mean? And you go see what I'm talking about. For sure. All that drama and nonsense, I'm not with. You know what I mean? And if people would leave nonsense alone, you can grow your YouTube channel. You understand that? A lot of people so focused on gossip, nonsense. You know what I mean? Listen, it's a lot of food out here that folks can eat. It's out here. Utilize your skill, your talent. Never mind the nonsense people are talking about. Never mind. You understand? Forget about all that nonsense, man. You know? So folks be caught up in nonsense. I'm not involved in that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be involved in that at all. You understand? You know, had somebody call me the other day about, you know, getting authorization to use a video in reference to him. Hey, go ahead, man. Do what you want. You understand that? Go right ahead. Go ahead. I don't care. You understand that? I ain't playing the sandbox with these people. You know what I mean? We ain't played basketball together or anything like that as kids. You know? So he's into some type of drama. Some YouTube channel put his name out there. They put his face out there and everything. You understand that? They put his information out there. You know? It's pretty funny, though. It was pretty funny. They had the man's face. Now, I'm not sure if it's 100% true, but wow. Hilarious. You know what I mean? Hilarious. You know what I mean? But I don't engage myself in stuff like that. I might watch it and laugh at it because it's comical stuff. But it's pure, like, we could be utilizing our time more so to help people out. You know what I mean? We could make videos about people all day. For what? That's not going to help value anybody at all, except if you expose somebody to warning people to watch out for certain individuals. Fine, cool, I understand. But talking about somebody every day, all day, we're speaking in general, like Bert and Ernie. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick Murray. It serves no purpose. at all. No problem at DJ Grant. No problem. It says, have you thought about making your videos into like a show or a series people can watch you on like Netflix or other sites? I think it's a good idea to spread the word also. Well, I have an idea that I think that could possibly, I haven't put it out yet, but I gotta put my pen game um to the test with this one. You know what I mean? This one I'm gonna have to use my pen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to use my talent and stuff like that. And then we gonna have a teaser one time with it. I'm not gonna say what it is or whatever the case may be because I don't want nobody taking my idea. But this next idea that I put out in the coming months or maybe sooner, it could possibly get to a level like that. Possibly. We just gonna see. You know what I mean? It may work out, it may not. You know what I mean? We're taking our time with a lot of things, a lot of ideas, and what have you. You know what I mean? But we'll see. You never know what the future can hold as far as like, getting discovered and whatnot. That's why I like to have a clean YouTube channel. I don't like to have gossip and nonsense because you never know who's watching. You never know. You understand that? Somebody at Netflix or Tubi, hey, man, we like this guy Tony Harvin. He's positive. Maybe we could do something for the people and the people in the churches and whatnot. Let's talk to him. You know what I mean? And of course, I don't want to do nothing that's contrary to the word. Whatever acting positions you got, I don't want to do anything contrary to the word. You know what I mean? I'll do a commercial, I'll do a TV show, but as long as it's not contrary to the word at all. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I mean, we'll definitely see. You know what I mean? But we got something in the making similar to that. You know what I mean? For this channel and whatnot. You understand? We've been working hard on this channel. Hard. And y'all can see the growth with the help of the Lord to this channel. It's a lot of hard work, man. It's a lot. When you're doing this YouTube stuff, it's a lot of work. It's a lot, especially when you work and got kids. You know what I mean? But thanks be to God that, you know what I mean, he's blessing us for sure, man. That we, could utilize our skill and our talents, for sure. But we got a pretty decent idea that we're gonna share with the public in the coming months or whatever the case may be. You know? All right. Um, let's see where we at. Appreciate that, Michelle B. He says the Black Church Vatican has done a number on the people of God and the devil loving it. What's up to Jen Jew? Shout out to you. You said Netflix wouldn't go for it. Trust they hate the truth of God. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's other outlets besides Netflix. Not every one of them is like of the devil or has like wicked thoughts. There's a lot of positive stuff out there, you know what I mean? But it's just not on the standards of like, power and stuff like that, whereas though people put that stuff on social media. So we got to break the barrier, you know what I mean? If, people in the church want to watch positive things, then why don't we make stuff that's positive? If we're going to complain about this TV show and say this TV show is wicked or that commercial is wicked or that movie is wicked, then let's start doing things like that ourselves. You understand that? Let's put out material for ourselves. You know what I mean? We got the resources, we got the cameras, we got the YouTube channels and stuff like that. We got the people with talent. So we could utilize that and whatnot. So we don't go contrary to the word or anything like that. That we could show the people that a TV show that's positive or commercial that's positive, that's lined up with the scriptures that we can put out. You understand? There's a lot of wickedness out there. I know a lot of us still watch Martin. We still watch the Jamie Foxx show, Steve Harvey, Horse Teeth. We still watch Def Comedy Jam. A lot of us do. You understand? We still do. A lot of us still caught up in that. You know what I mean? And it can be tough to get out of it, especially with the Martin Lawrence show. But, you know what I mean? Hey, why don't we think about stuff like that? You know what I mean? And put it on our YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Or it's very few TV stations that will accept positive things. You know what I mean? Or they would want you to pay to get on a station or their show, excuse me, or their TV broadcasting station more so than paying you. You know what I mean? But Netflix, hmm, I'm trying to see, is there anything positive on Netflix? I think it was like not saying that was holy, but it was the documentary about, what a movie, excuse me, about Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. I think that was on Netflix. I'm not sure. Oh, so that was you at Wayne Smith. So somebody told me about you earlier. I believe her name was I forgot her name. She said she was going to the Bronx Temple. No, 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 no. My fault. My fault. Somebody said they met Peter Cox going to the Bronx Temple. And I said, that wasn't Peter Cox. And somebody said, that sounded like Wayne Smith. Somebody mentioned that earlier when we was working out. And they said they met Peter Cox on the bus going to that temple. I said Peter Cox drives. Peter Cox works overnight. His church is not in New York. So they got it confused. You know what I mean? So they got it confused. But they told us about that earlier when we was on the live already, but they got the names mixed up. They said Peter Cox. They said he was an older guy. You know what I mean? That's what they said. So we knew about the person was meeting or came across. They said you prayed for them, and I'm like, yo, that's not Peter Cox. That's not him. That's not Peter. Peter is not like that. Peter wouldn't do that. Peter don't take no buses to the Bronx. You know what I mean? All right. um. Hmm. Let's see. Christmas pen. Oh man, Sister David says I don't watch Martin, but I used to love watching all his funny characters. Wayne's brothers too silly for me. Do anything for a buck, it seems. Christopher Span said, now I know Steve Harvey had a piece. I could look at his cut the same. Can't look at his cut the same? Simple Fair says, I knew it sounded like Wayne Smith. Mr. Ham says, too, Tony would be a great for his start. Yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? Jenju says, who is that in the blue box? Blue box? Simple Face said, that was me. You said it was Wayne Smith. I kind of figured that. That wasn't Peter Cox. Kind of figured that. You know what I mean? Byron says, we were told in the business class in North Carolina last week to set an exit date from our day job, to run our business full time. Wow. I mean, hey, if you got the resources and the finances to do that, then hey, you know what I mean? You do your thing. All right, we're coming to a conclusion. We're about to wrap this thing up. I hope everybody have a wonderful evening, a wonderful night. You know what I mean? Jen says, I think Wayne wants to come over to the right side, to the truth of God. He says, come on home, Wayne Smith. Let me see. Fleming says that person needs I don't even know how to pronounce that word at Fleming's. Y'all coming with these Ivy League big words, and whatnot. But I hope everybody have a wonderful day. You know what I mean? Um, peace, peace, peace at Henry Ross. We're about to wrap this thing up. You know, we're 2 hours in. Tomorrow, once again, the documentary is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be broadcasted on my first YouTube channel. I'm changing it up, and I'm putting it on my first YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I know I said it's going to be on this channel, but it will be on my first YouTube channel. We will have a reminder, Lord willing, a reminder live to let the people know that it will be broadcasted on my first YouTube channel for sure. Smith says blessings. He's going to get baptized. Said go ahead. All right, for sure. Oh, you said he? He or she? He or she? Peace, peace, peace. At Renee, Michelle B. David B. also. So God bless to everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful evening for sure. Who knows? I might get the itch to come on tonight. I be trying to rest. I'll be trying to rest honestly, but it's like, man, I want to get back on the live, and just talk about the word or just have a good old conversation, and whatnot. But I'm gonna try my best just to get my rest on, completely, for the night. So God bless everybody out there. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful, and blessed. He said, please come back. He said, please come back. May you all have a wonderful, and blessed night. I'm signing off. I'm out. Peace, peace, peace.